business with public.
Well, isn't that corporate welfare?
That's how we might look at it, but that's not how the...
Because, I mean, here's the reason why it's corporate welfare. Because, I mean, you could say, well, they can bid for it. But the thing is, you could hire me and give me that much money to be and I could easily just hire all the right people and to be able to do the exact same job that any other company could. So you're basically giving our tax dollars to these big insurance conglomerates, and they're going to use a percentage of that money just to lobby Congress again to give them more contracts.
Yeah, one has to look at how do health insurance companies make money. Number one, by denying coverage to those they perceive to be a risk. I have been one of those in the past, and I have genes that take me to 100 years old. I don't smoke, but I've been denied health care coverage, and or by denying or delaying payment for services rendered by a healthcare provider, and the other way is by denying authorization for what should be covered services that a patient needs.
You know what's real funny? In the last couple years of the Reagan administration, someone you might least expect this, he was going to propose a public option, actually, and guess who took it down? The AARP.
Was the AARP?
Yeah, it was, and isn't that kind of weird? I mean, he was actually... There is really a movement in Congress, and they were really going to do it. They're going to pass a public option, which would, just be a public option basically, and the AARP lobbied pretty hard against it and pretty much destroyed it.
Right. Well, because they are big in the insurance business. Some people don't really get that, but that is the truth.
But the post office couldn't, you could make it, I think kind of like you could make a public option just like the post office, which is totally self-sufficient, doesn't take any taxpayer dollars, it's totally paid for by postage, by stamps and stuff like that. It's not insolvent. The only reason... Well,
let me just describe my plan, because what my plan would be is, okay, we got this Affordable Care Act, which is somewhat of an Orwellian term, a la the Bush policies of clear skies and healthy forests.
It's a total Orwellian term.
Child left behind. It's Orwellian, And I wish he was around to see this, because he would laugh himself back into the grave and stuff. But so what my plan would be, okay, we don't need to tear this thing down. All we need to do is balance it out by adding an option for the public of any age to buy into Medicare.
Yeah. And
you pay, in my plan, people would pay according to their ability to pay with a maximum cap such that, a billionaire would not pay any more than your average millionaire. So it would be capped out, and everyone would have access to quality, affordable, comprehensive health care, and that's the difference. The basic... discussion about basic health care is ridiculous, because having worked in emergency rooms, I know people walk into the emergency room looking at basic, and in seconds they can be into comprehensive, if you know what I mean. It used to cost $3,500 just to start up the Aeromed helicopter at Tampa General, just to start it up. You can be into six figures into a trauma alert. When you get the flight with the helicopter and the whole shooting match, you can be